Hey there, welcome back into Occupy Democrats on a potential World War III breaking story Wednesday. Yes, that's correct, not joking, because when you look at Donald J. Trump, you realize he comes down to one word in his life experience, and that is consequences. And for the most part, while yes, as his term in presidency has been seen, he has a lot of opposition, but what consequences has he ever really faced? And when you have someone who's that filled with hubris, who thinks he's just running his own company and can tell everyone what to do like a dictator, what sort of challenge is it from someone who doesn't see his actions as having any consequence when he runs a country of 330 million people? I'm going to show that story to you in just a few moments, and if you'd like Trump out of the White House, just subscribe to the channel. But when it comes to the potential of fighting with both of our largest and most powerful adversaries, Trump doesn't seem to really realize there are actual consequences. Check this out right here.
And seizing a tanker, how could this escalate the conflict with Venezuela?
Well, we've had sanctions on Venezuelan oil since the first Trump administration. And
Biden kept them.
Kept them.
Yeah.
So to me, this is absolutely normal.
And while this gal makes the case for the action...
Seizing an oil tanker?
Yeah. We've been seizing Iranian oil tankers in the past.
Because China's none too happy.
China and Russia, we're in the oil business. We're going to sell it to them. We're not going to say we're not going to give it to them. So we'll be selling large amounts of oil to other countries, many of whom are using it now, but I would say many more will come.
There still is this reality.
The United States has brazenly used force against Venezuela and demanded that Venezuela prioritize the United States when handling its own oil resources. This is a typical act of bullying. China strongly condemns this.
We also, according to the law that I've read, that oil is up for forfeiture. So we could keep that. We've kept Iranian oil in the past.
I want to emphasize that the legitimate rights and interests of China and other countries in Venezuela must be protected. The cooperation between China and Venezuela is cooperation between sovereign states, and it is protected by international law and the laws of both countries.
And while Trump can believe all is just grand,
I think that getting along with Russia, getting along with China, getting along with others is a good thing.
China not so much.
China has sharply condemned the United States after Washington redirected Venezuelan oil shipments away from Beijing and toward American refineries, escalating tensions between the world's two largest economies.
And I have Putin. Frankly, Putin may be the easiest of them all. Who would think?
And yes, he still believes Putin is the easiest. Well, we're about to find out, because in this breaking story, what did Donald Trump just do? Seize another oil tanker that, whoopsie poop, might indeed be Russian-backed. Check this urgent, crazy breaking story out right here. Breaking news. High seas drama. Internet lights up as U.S. seizes Russia-backed tanker near Venezuela. Wednesday morning brought an explosive new development in Venezuela as U.S. forces moved to seize an oil tanker near Venezuela, which was protected by a Russian submarine. U.S. officials said that the tanker was flying a false flag and was sanctioned for illegally carrying Iranian oil, per the Wall Street Journal. The news was met with a wide range of reactions, some of them critical, but others approving. In quotes, U.S. now seizing Venezuela-linked oil tanker Marinera ex-Bella 1, Russian flagged after two-week Atlantic pursuit, wrote Democratic strategist and Suffolk County legislator John Cooper. In quotes, it evaded blockade, resisted Coast Guard boarding with Russian Navy, including sub nearby. High seas drama escalating. In quotes, this is piracy under the law of nations, argued George Conway, a never-Trump attorney now running for Congress in New York as a Democrat, and under Section 1651 of Title 18 of the United States Code, piracy under the law of nations is punishable by life imprisonment. Many did not share this view, however. Indeed, a great deal of support came from pro-Ukraine internet activists who saw it as a massive blow against the Kremlin's illicit activities. In quotes, the U.S. seizing a Russian tanker should show Europe how to deal with Russia, wrote pro-Ukraine activist Akash Maniam. Force, not appeasement. Strength, not weakness. Call Russia's bluff and put them in their place. Another such activist, Kate from Kharkiv, posted charts of pro-Russian bloggers raging against the seizure and writing, in quotes, Russian propaganda bloggers already crying about seized tanker. You see, this is the point. When you look at the way Trump has conducted the immigration stuff with ICE and removing due process, habeas corpus here in the United States, when you just start jumping on small countries like Venezuela and grabbing and all that sort of thing, we call it smash and grab. The truth of the matter is, you might make a misstep along the way. And what could a misstep cost all of Americans? Holy smokes, quite a bit. And that is the issue of this story. If Trump doesn't slow down, if he doesn't start taking some due process in his own form of governing and foreign policy, the people who are going to pay for it is us. Because China's already proven with soybeans to the farmers, they can fight back and it can hurt without having World War III. Yet unfortunately, Trump is putting that closer and closer to the front of the list of priorities. You guys, like and share the video. Stay frosty.